Just for the viewers who love Magic School manhwas, here's the top 10 magic manhwas which I like. But it is my personal opinion, so don't be angry if one of your favorites, didn't enter the list. Don't shoot me or throw me with the magic sword. And as many more new Magic manhwas get out by the day, there will be more updates to this list in the future. So make sure you subscribe for the more upcoming videos. For the new readers, manhwas are really nice and the stories are pretty cool. And if you love reading, or if you're a reading maniac, then you would know that these are worthwhile. Manhwas are really nice, and to be very honest, I have read about 300 or more manhwas before. And as long as you know how to understand the characters, the personality, the plot of the story, and as well as the setting, you will feel that it is much easier to find new manhwas to watch. Okay, let's begin. Number 10. Crazy Professor and School Campus. Ning Fan reincarnated as an S-level teacher that was assigned to the school's worst D class. No problem, since I have already had the system. Let's see how I achieve all the students' heart. Defeat those betrayers, take the academy, establish an organization to reach the summit of the continent. This manhwa has like 100 plus chapters. Also, I like the story and the art style and all, but give it a try. You gotta give it a try, man. You just gotta. Number 9. Slave B. This is a world whose peace was destroyed by the Shadow Lord, Secnium. Nero is half-elf, half-human boy who lost his parents as a baby and was adopted by a slave couple. In this world, slaves are not treated as humans. Since Nero's adoptive parents are slaves, they are mistreated and eventually lose their lives. Now, Nero is alone once more and must shoulder the burdens of this family and do whatever it takes to protect his two younger siblings. If Nero wants to escape his fate, there's only one thing he can do. He must graduate from the academy, ex canem, just like the current emperor, Murin, who was once a slave. Number 8. Dawn the Teen Witch. The art style is just amazing. I really like this plot, although it is pretty cliche and there has been little to no progression. I personally really like the characters. The story is about a witch, Dawn, who gets accepted to a prestigious magic school and is then sorted into one of the lowest ranking classes due to her lack of potential for magic. Ordinarily, this would open up a whole avenue of interesting ideas to explore, leading up to the ultimate realization that potential doesn't equate success, or that being at a great school or a higher ed class doesn't mean you're likely to do better. Magic is something everyone in this world desires. Dawn Hill, with absolutely no experience in magic, has been accepted to the best magic school in Wuzhou. The only problem is she's the worst student they've ever seen. Faced with ridicule, rejection, and contempt, can the stubborn little witch fight back? Number 7. The Strongest God King. It's pretty good and it's pretty well drawn, unique and fun to read. This one is a great read. It's just so interesting and entertaining to read. You never really know what to expect because I feel like in this type of manhwa, this is an era full of aura and a world where the immortals gather. The young Wu Fu returned from a reunion and looking at his eyes, how calm he was. What I need to do is to raise the sword and clear all the enemies of the last. This manhwa has like 115 chapters. It's definitely worth the read. Number 6. Magician from the Future. To say the truth, I really like this manhwa, and back then the alien technology and the human martial arts collision and confrontation of two worlds, the pinnacle of the strong, the alien fiasco, reborn high school era. In this life, Tang Ming decided to rise strongly and protect the world. Past goddess, genius, girl, sexy teacher, long-legged elder sister, foreign princess are all under her command. 13 martial arts, religious forces, hidden strong who follow me, and those who are against us are all beating. In the heyday of monasticism, I am invincible. The art style is super good, and same with the storyline, it's pretty good. Number 5. Spare Me, Great Lord. This one is a great read. As the superpower awoke, everyone was sparing no effort to cultivate. Lu Shu was the only one who would get stronger by collecting others' negative feelings and calling people names. All he ever wanted was to protect his little sister, and no one could resist the trend of the world. Well, he'd just do what he had to do and thus became the strongest. Are you ready to welcome the super demon Lu Shu? A splendid manhwa with awesome characters and a great story. The art is also very good and worth the time to read. This is the kind of manga that I would recommend wholeheartedly. Number 4. The Child of Light. Apart from the chapters being extremely short and the huge amount of time it takes for new chapters to be released, this manhwa isn't actually too bad. While it is kind of generic and cliche, the manga has enough differences to stand out. In the beginning, as the story continues, it gets boring, and it's hard to stay interested. You can easily tell where the story is going, and the MC being OP doesn't really suit the story. Zhang becomes the legendary Grand Mage. While trying to end the continent's east and the west separation in order to unite all of the different races, he becomes every race's child of light. So give it a try. Number 3. The Archmage Returns after 4,000 years. This manga has one of the most beautiful art and superb OP smart main characters. Lucas Trollman was the greatest archmage in history until he was condemned by Demigod to spend eternity losing his mind. But 4,000 years later, he's thrust back into the world. Into the body of Frey Blake, the weakest, most untalented student at the prestigious West Road Academy for Mages. After all this time, the world of magic has barely progressed. Could this be the work of a demigod? Determined to find out, Lucas seeks to reach the highest levels of power once again and get his revenge. Give it a try. Number 2. A returner's magic should be special. This webtoon is about Desire who travel back to the past to save the people special to him. Very simple, right? For 10 years, magical protege Desire and his party have been battling inside the mysterious Shadow Labyrinth and against the end of the world. Much of humanity has already perished, and just as Desire is about to be killed, he's sent back 13 years into the past. Despite knowing the cursed future that lies ahead, Desire steals his resolve as he sees an opportunity to train his friends and better prepare to face Armageddon together, without losing the ones they love. Wow. 10 on 10 on the storytelling and the plot. The pacing of the story is kinda slow, but it was worth it around for 80 chapters. And the action is amazing, it's back to back, yo! Number 1. The Beginning After the End. This was an amazing manga. It just was. The story is amazing, the art is just nice. This manga beautifully fits in multiple genres and is very engaging in terms of its story. You won't get bored reading it as the story is well paced. The artwork is pleasing to the eyes as the colors used are very bright. The detailed artwork will definitely get you hooked to it after a few chapters. The Beginning After the End involves the story of the great King Grey, who is a capable fighter and has a lot of wealth. One day he passes away and gets reincarnated into a new world as Arthur Lewin. The new world is filled with mysterious creatures and wonderful magic. Now, Grey has the chance to live his life to the fullest while being modest and making himself highly respectable in the eyes of the inhabitants of his new world. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Make a comment below which one you've seen before. Do share your experience and don't forget to like the video. Do press the bell icon to get notified about the latest videos and news trends. Till then, take care and be safe.